Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Bag of Cats. I'm your host, Christ Bear the King Littlebell, and don't forget, you were you, and I was I before we became we. And now that you're here, and I'm here, we can talk about this is video number 200. Bum bum bum. 165 subscribers. I'm honored and flattered, and I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Make me feel not alone. I also think that my videos have been all over the place. Consistent content, that's not really my thing. But video number 200 is going to change that. Now, I'm in a situation where I can't or won't or I just don't give you like pop-ups and edits that bring in other content to really display to you. Sorry about that. I really am. I would love to do that, but I can't do that on my smartphone. I mean, yeah, I can, but it's such a pain in my ass that, no. I'm going to skip that and just go right to talking to you. So, what is the content subject agenda for this video going forward? Well, still the same thing. It's going to be all over the place because when you are an autistic INFJ with a very high IQ, Sigma male, or based on the new information I have received, maybe I'm a Zeta male. I don't know. Yeah. I see a lot of shit. I hear a lot of shit. I feel a lot of shit. I smell a lot of shit. And it's shitty. It really is. I think my YouTube channel or the FYP for you page, or the content that I have is very, very aggressive. Yeah. But I like that because I respond to that kind of shit. It's in my face. It's raw and real like life. So, oh yeah, I forgot to throw in. Also, disabled. Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair, so that's right. Not trying to impress anyone here. But I am trying to get your attention to facts. That's all I'm going to bring is facts. But I am, because of not putting up like where I get my my information from and giving you a pop-up to look at, you gotta go on faith and then do the research yourself. So, let's get into it. The pandemic. 2018, 2 years before the pandemic really took off, there was a medical study that came to the conclusion that breathing CO2 causes autism. Yeah. And I think it was a general breathing CO2, but let's go ahead and fast forward a couple of years to 2020. Global pandemic. Let's make everyone breathe their own CO2. Because we got the study in, we need to act fast now. Because people who are autistic are confused by their own five senses right out the gate every day. I know this for a fact. I'm autistic. Or it's Asperger's. I don't know. I know it's called ASD as well, autistic spectrum disorder, which is bullshit. It's not a disorder, it's a reorder. That is undeniable. Disorder, whoever wants to call it a disorder really puts themselves in the place of God. Because, yeah, who the fuck are you? Perfect? I want to meet you, Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, because, wow, that's the closest I'm ever gonna get to meeting God in a physical manner on this earth. At least I believe. For all I know, I've already met God, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. I'm sorry, God. I hope I was nice to you. I hope I was generous to you. And at the very, very least, I hope I put a smile on your face. If I didn't, I apologize. But yeah, 2020, global pandemic. Everyone needs to wear a mask. But the doctors are saying the virus is too small. It'll go right through them. Shut up. Put a mask on. But the doctors just said that it doesn't. Shut up. You can't go do the things you want with the people you want to do them with unless you wear the mask. Okay, you're a broken record, and I don't like children that are broken records or, just unwilling to learn. Anyways, yeah. 2018 to 2020 to 2020. I can't even remember. It seems like it's still a thing. Wear a face mask. Breathe your own CO2, because we only got 98% of the global population to wear a mask, so we still need to get all of you. Anyways, something that I'm blown away is not making headlines. Well, I'm not really blown away because it doesn't make money informing you about what is going on accurately. No money, no money. Plus, if you're confused, oh yeah, payday coming right up. So, we have the pandemic. Everyone wear masks so you breathe your own CO2. And then just not too long ago, I'm going to say within the last year, I don't remember the dates, we went from 1 in 10,000 people diagnosed with autism to 1 in 31. Holy shit. And don't give me the bullshit about how we have better science, we have better doctors, we are able to diagnose that real quick, because I'm still waiting for any doctor to say, yeah, Mr. Plowler, we got you on the docket. We will see you at that date to start to give you an assessment for autism. Because there are people who don't want me to have that diagnosis. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Not paranoia. I'm not fucking crazy. There are convicted felons who know me having my autism diagnosis would give me some validation for my existence, some peace of mind, and having that diagnosis would allow me to put up a piece of paper that says, yeah, a educated person who I assume you automatically trust because of a piece of paper. Well, backs me up. Fuck it. I don't care. I know who I am. And I know what I'm saying. So, 1 in 10,000 autistic people diagnosed with autism to 1 in 31. That is awfully dramatic of a change. Well, if you look at what's gone on since 2020, yeah, we had some very dramatic shit happening. And what got swept under the rug? The facts. And they still are. The media is still desperately trying to keep you from putting 2 and 2 together so you get a 4. It's simple math, people. Come on. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm tired of not having someone to have a dialogue with about this shit. But it's serious. It's important. Autistic spectrum disorder. Well, if we take ASD, autistic spectrum disorder, and call it a disorder, all of a sudden you have a negative association with it. Oh, it must be bad. That's not good. No. The 5 senses, or 8 if you're keeping track of current discoveries, with an autistic individual like myself, you have to get through those senses first. You have to make sure everything is A-OK. Then the intellect shows up. Then you can think. Then you can communicate. Before you get through those senses, good luck. You'll probably be able to get one comprehensive, clear thought out and pray someone's going to pay attention and understand you. Yeah, that's the world we're in now, because they got 98% of the globe wearing a face mask. So 98% of the globe was breathing their own CO2 and creating autism. Now, because of the misdirection, lack of information, people are just clueless about autism. Nobody knows shit about it. I'm not fucking around here. No one knows anything about it other than, oh, look, yeah, that person is in a vegetable state. Oh, they're autistic? Oh, okay, now it makes sense, yeah. No, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. You're lazy. That's what's going on. You're just being lazy and trying to go with what fits in a box that your mind can comprehend. Well, we were put on this earth by God in His image, and we have the ability to use our brains. Sadly, people have figured out how to get you to allow them to use your brain, so that way you are controlled. And then when you're controlled, well, so much for freedom. Freedom of speech goes right out the fucking window. Freedom of autonomy, again, right out the fucking window. Freedom to be a real human being. Bye. What do I mean? I mean, yeah, be yourself. Be genuinely, authentically, unapologetically real. Be truthful, because you know who you are. And you're willing to learn from other people, because it takes breaking a few eggs to make an omelet. And this was a mega omelet that they made, hoping no one's going to figure out they, instead of breaking eggs, they broke your fucking brain. They figured how to hack it and get right up in and create serious confusion in you right at the start of your day. Period. The only way you're going to find out is through you discovering you. Take the freaking tests by yourself. Yeah, it's going to cost you time. It shouldn't cost you money, but with what's going on now, oh yeah, you can't find one of those websites that's like, yeah, take an autism assessment test. It's going to cost you at least $1 or 99 cents, whichever one gets you to part with your money. And a test like that, I wouldn't put a lot of reliability on it because it's not going to hit all the bases. I guarantee it. I recently took a test to find out, am I a narcissist? For 99 cents, I think it was. Maybe it was a whole dollar. I don't know. But please, yes, definitely comment on this. Do you think I'm a narcissist? Because this came back with, I'm a covert narcissist. Ooh. That's right. I know how to hide my narcissism and blend right the fuck in. I know I'm autistic, not because of a diagnosis, but because of, I don't know how many tests I went through doing the self-exploration. They all came back. Autistic spectrum disorder. Not a disorder, it's a reorder, not a disorder. Wow. Yeah, I just killed my own freaking brain there. Oh, yeah. So, covert narcissist. That means, like, the real covert narcissist that I know personally in my life. Unlike them, I give a fuck about you. I've never met you. I don't think I'll ever meet you. But I do genuinely have a heart for your well-being. I have a mind wired to this heart. It's all about your well-being. Fuck me. I don't give a shit about me. I really don't. And that's where my personal problems come into the picture that I push off to the side because mutatis mutandis altruist in aeternum. I don't care if the problem is outside of me or inside of me. I eliminate myself from the picture to solve the problem. And I've been that way my whole life. And I will be that way for the rest of my life. Because I fucking love you. Alright? Get it through your head. This is a message from someone who cares, who has a heart and knows how to use it, has a mind and knows how to use it. Because I care. Simply that. So, I went to talking about myself. Very narcissistic. But that's not my goal. That's just a reference point in my journey of self-discovery and wanting to talk to you guys about the hell I have drugged myself through. And I apologize if I'm dragging you through it right now. Autistic spectrum disorder, ASD, that's what it's called. That's why we had to wear face masks so we breathed our own CO2 because they had a freaking medical I can't remember what it's called. They did a medical study and found out, there we go, that's what causes autism. Let's get the whole planet tricked into a pandemic that didn't really kill as many people as we were advised, because media lies. They lie because money. I get paid how much if I just go on TV and say what you want me to say? Sign me up. Especially if you live in the United States. Sorry to say that, but wow. There is so much corruption going on right now, right here in the U.S. Good old US of A, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Not if you're autistic. No. Well, autistic and unaware. And not having I want to say brotherhood. I know some of the people watching get what I mean right there, right out the gate. For the rest of you, if you're autistic, you gotta have a very solid support group to keep you going when you're not aware of your autism. My father, Douglas Clare Plyler, may he rest in peace. We all lost him June 25th, 2007, because he was murdered. And I remember very clearly he started going and seeing therapists and psychologists and stuff like that, because things were just not making sense to him. Well, when you're autistic, there's a whole lot of shit that doesn't make sense. I'll go into that in another video. But there's a whole lot that you can learn in this world. And this is coming from what I'm about to say is what someone who has like 14 PhDs said. Not me. I have 0 PhDs. I don't even have an HSD. Yeah, 14 PhDs, and I still don't know anything about the world. Wow. 14 PhDs and you still don't know anything about the world? That means there's a lot of stuff to learn, and you gotta pay attention. And it's a bag of cats. Hence why I named my channel A Bag of Cats, because it's crazy. Anyways, the global pandemic was a plandemic, and it was all designed to get us all wearing face masks, so that way we were breathing our own CO2, and then boom, leveled the playing field equally throughout all the people of the planet that were in a position where, yeah, they had, if you wanted to socialize, you had to wear a face mask. And now we have an autistic planet, which is, in my opinion, beautiful, except for the misinformation, disinformation, or just straight up lack of information on the subject. And no one, I guess, other than me, is saying anything. So, heed my fucking advice. Pay attention. Do your research. I have a very simple question for you. Very simple. You have to do a little bit of work. Eliminate everything in the world from your mind. It's a question that's 100% about you. That's it. How do you feel? If you can answer that question honestly with "I feel good," you probably aren't autistic, or you haven't really eliminated all of the outside forces that affect you from the picture. Because you can ask me how I feel all day, every day. After I woke up, how do you feel? I don't know. After I had a really awesome meal, I don't know. After I just got done having sex, I don't know. After I got to witness something really amazing happen, I don't know. The list goes on and on. I'm gonna stop it right there. 26 minutes, and I'll catch you in the next one.